Lamar Jackson. Let's talk Lamar. Regular season, he's got that down pat. Last season, he earned his second MVP. He's incredible in 17 weeks of football. Postseason, though, this has become a different story for Lamar. He's only one playoff win under his belt in 4 tries. Lamar's goals now this season have become quite clear.
This is the highest level of this game, we play. So you got to go out a champion. That's what I want to be, labeled as a champion, not just MVP here and there. Like, I want to be a champion. Patience is the key. Only a few quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl in the last few years. A lot of people haven't won it, but I'm focusing on me, and I just want that really bad, So I just focus on what I can control and go from there.
Okay. This must become annoying. Regular season success, postseason struggles. Regular season, postseason. Mm-hmm. What do we make of this Lamar and the goals that he has for himself entering this year, Peter?
Look, Michael Jordan had a lot of regular season success and would lose to the Pistons and eventually would get over the hump and then was the guy. Like, I'm not bailing on Lamar because he hasn't made the Super Bowl yet. In fact, I go back to last year's AFC Championship game. I was in the building. Our ex-co-host Jason McCourty was in the building. We were watching Ravens versus Chiefs together. And it's 17-7 late in the fourth quarter with the Chiefs leading and the Baltimore defense playing great. And the Baltimore Ravens are finally getting it going on offense. And this happens, this play here, and rookie Zay Flowers is trying to get the extra yard. Down 10. This right here is everything. L'Jarius Sneed pops it loose, and that's it. If he scores that at 17-14 with 15 minutes left to go in the game at home in an AFC Championship game with the Chiefs not being able to do anything except punt on their final 8 possessions, everything could be different. It's an unbelievable play by Sneed, who got paid this offseason, deservedly so. The Chiefs go on to win the Super Bowl, and that's just how history goes. My question is, how does the team respond from that? They had their opportunity, and Zay Flowers was this breakout rookie, and that was a setback. I mentioned Michael Jordan, that's high praise, but we can go down LeBron James. You can name out. It doesn't happen right away sometimes. Sometimes you need to lose a few times before you win. To me, I have no problem with Lamar missing practice last week. I have no problem with Lamar being down in South Florida in May. I have no problem with any of it because that team was so good last year and they added so many pieces. But it's got to happen. Like, you can a couple times go and be an MVP and not winning. This has to be it, or next year or the year after, because eventually it's, all right, Lamar Jackson's in his mid-30s and he's not running like he used to and he's not playing like he used to, and this team couldn't pay everybody because all those young rookies had to get their free agent deals. That loose ball there by L'Jarius Sneed changed the future for everybody in Kansas City, but it also affected this Ravens team. How do they bounce back? That's what I'm fascinated with.
Well, I'll tell you how they bounce back. First off, I'm still sick about what happened with Zay Flowers and the mistakes that he made. That obviously cost them. That was a big part of it. But to answer your question, I think the best way for them to respond to this is run. In that same game, the running backs only ran the ball 6 times in that game. And what they've done in this offseason by picking up Derrick Henry is equivalent to when the Los Angeles Lakers brought in Shaquille O'Neal to help out Kobe Bryant. This is the Shaquille O'Neal right here. I mean, this dude is a monster. When you give him the ball, if he's averaging over 5 yards a carry, he's going out and running like 2020 Derrick Henry. Let me tell you, as a defensive player, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody want to see that type of nonsense. You think I want to see Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson in the backfield? Like, that is a nastiness nobody is prepared for. And I'm not going to make any predictions.
Well,
but
be bold. Say what you want to say.
Man, that's hard to stop. That right there looks like a Super Bowl caliber team. So if Lamar Jackson saying he wants to win the Super Bowl, if there's ever a time, this is your Kobe and Shaquille O'Neal year right here.
The concern is, and I love it, we always love basketball talk here, the Suns with Steve Nash added Shaq. The Cavs with LeBron added Shaq. The Celtics is that Lakers Shaq that's Derrick Henry? Like,
it's a fair question. The Titans chose not to pay him.
Prime?
Well, I'm sorry, but here's the thing. Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. You did hear what I said. I said Kobe.
I don't think they're getting
Kobe
Lakers
Bryant.
Shaq.
No. You know
what I'm saying?
No, they're getting Lakers Shaq, and they're getting. We got Kobe.
We got Kobe.
and we got Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe he's a year removed from the Lakers Shaq, but still, that's
Shaq.
a big dude.
Heat Shaq won a title with Dwayne Wade.
Yes,
Right. Heat Shaq will play.
He had Later in Morning on the team, too.
No. If Derrick Henry is Miami Heat Shaq, we good. We good.
We can't have Cavs Shaq.
We
We
can't
can't
have
have
Cavs against
36 on the Celtics.
No, because the number
That
was
was
nasty.
weird.
The number was nasty.
They're terrible. But if we got Heat Shaq, we got something.
Clarification.
We also have a little bit of history. I'm going to show you some pictures here. So Lamar's in this thing where he's got 2 MVPs, and it's not just that he hasn't won a Super Bowl. There's been really disappointing football games. And, we can blame away Zay Flowers. That's not how the game works. You make mistakes. Here's the first picture. Last MVP, guy to win MVP and never reach a Super Bowl. Last time this guy won the MVP, never got Super Bowl. Adrian Peterson, okay? So it's a running back. Maybe it's not all on him.
All right.
The last MVP quarterback, this is crazy. The last time a quarterback who won an MVP has never even so much as reached a Super Bowl. Bring it up.
Uh-oh.
Bring it up.
What is it?
It's going to stress me out.
I know.
Bring it up.
Nervous.
The anticipation.
No.
All right,
Whoa.
that is a shot.
Who is that?
Oh, I know who that is.
Well, let's make a game out of it. Does anybody know who that is? The picture was loaded improperly, but anybody know who that is?
Yeah.
Red,
He went
Red
to-
Rifle,
he-
1980.
He went to
Brian Sipe.
Brian Sipe.
San Diego State.
Did he go to San Diego State?
San Diego State
All right,
University.
that is a Browns quarterback. He never reached the Super Bowl. He won the MVP. We're going back now to the 80s. It's really,
Not
really
1987,
unusual. No,
1980.
like almost the 70s adjacent.
Yeah.
The last quarterback to win multiple MVPs and never even reach a Super Bowl, it's never happened. It's
Really?
never happened.
Really?
It's never happened. All these Mannings and Rodgers and Bradys and Steve McNair, like, they get to a Super Bowl. I'm not even saying win it. You can't even get there. Last year was this amazing shot for the Ravens where they were the team. They've had a couple other years where they were the team, and it explodes. Like, guys, they're starting to feel like the AFC Cowboys in that we run up these records and we're great and we're flashy and win trophies, and then, damn, it's disappointing.
Oof.
I mean, they should have been better than Kansas City last
Do you
year.
remember how good they were against the 49ers?
They were the best team in the
So
league.
good.
They
Played
were.
them on
And then
Christmas
it was just,
night, and it was.
Everybody.
So it happens once. It happens a couple times. He's a young guy, all right? He's 27 years old. But let's also say, like, Lamar has a lot of speed and things maybe not aged that well. So I look at these guys. This is the deal. You mentioned Jordan. I don't look at him as Jordan. I look at these guys are the guys who played against Jordan. Because Jordan plays for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
He does not play for the Ravens. He plays 15 for the Chiefs. Barkley, Malone, Ewing. Is that the fate for these AFC quarterbacks because they played in the wrong era? Those are great all-time players who should have won championships and not a single title amongst them because 23 was taking them all. 15's taking them all. So until one of these guys says, I'm sick of this, and I don't think they like Mahomes that much personally. I don't think they're friends with Mahomes. I don't think they train with him. I don't think they golf with him really. Until somebody does something, Lamar is Barkley, and Josh is Carl, and Joe is Pat. That's
this
it.
is a crazy imagery. This is the era of basketball that I grew up in, and this is not
Perfect.
going to sit
Hall of Famers. They're all Hall of
Not
Famers.
going to sit well.
Get some rings.
This is a Rembrandt right here, Kyle. I love what's
It's an
happening
ode
right
to
now.
Mahomes. I love all those guys.
Yep.
It's an ode to Mahomes. He's Jordan. Lamar not Jordan. Mahomes is Jordan. You got to beat Jordan.
Do you think because of that one game last year that Harbaugh went out and said, I have to improve my run game and nothing else? His defense is fine. It's intact. You go out and you get the one guy who, frankly, that Derrick Henry in the purple jersey, it does hit different. But do you think he was so irked by that, Peter, that, like, he had to shift it?
I think that offensive game plan was atrocious in that AFC Championship game.
Six
And
runs by
Todd
the running
Monken
backs.
all season was running the ball up and down the field. They had all these great running backs, and they had 3 different guys, and Gus Edwards is scoring, and there you go. And then in the playoff game, they fell down early, and it was like, Lamar, throw us out of this thing, and it didn't happen. But that also happened several years earlier when they played the Chargers in a playoff game in the wild card round a few years back, or divisional round a few years back in Baltimore, and they fell apart. It was like Michael Crabtree suddenly is getting every look because they are bad in the run game. Running the ball is part of football, and if you're the Ravens, the way they play, it's Lamar, Henry, they do all this stuff, they move the ball upfield. I'm questioning, though, because Gus Edwards was really good for them. And the Gus bus, like, had a role. And now they're like, we're going to go for the flashier Derrick Henry. And everyone's like, oh, fantasy football, Derrick Henry, all this thing, Lamar and Derrick Henry. I don't know where I sit between Kobe and Shaq, or let's wait and see, because the Titans, this was a Hall of Fame player, and they let him walk out the door.
It is Kobe and Shaq. I'm going to stand by that one. I'm going to really hold to that one. You guys can hold me to it.
Okay.
There's just a different presence. No disrespect to Gus. Gus is an amazing running back, but he doesn't bring the same type of, or command the same type of attention as a Derrick Henry.
I hear that.
Yeah. That's really good. So it's circa Lakers Shaq arriving. We're going to hold you to it. Just making sure that
really
we
in deep in
understand
the
that.
Shaq.
I know,
and
right?
I like this.
It's
I like
it's specific. We've seen many different versions of it.
Yes.